Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and today I wanted to record a quick little BP guide in PokeMMO. For those who don't know, BP, or aka Battle Points, is an alternative currency within PokeMMO you can use to buy really good PvP items and tons of different items, things like choice items, or even special moves on certain Pokemon. I'm over here at the Battle Frontier in Hoenn today to show you what kind of things you guys can actually buy with those great points. I'll also quickly explain how to actually earn those points. So over at Battle Frontier, you want to head over to this little building over here, and there's a couple different shops. All of these different shops sell different BP items. This one has different dolls, which you can put in your secret base within PokeMMO, which is kind of cool. Having a vanity for them is interesting. These are, once again, different secret base sort of collectibles and vanities. And then over here, we start getting a little more interesting. You can actually learn special moves on your Pokemon. Now, one of the most important special moves that I know of when regarding BP is a really good move over on Pikachu. You see, BP is actually used to teach Pikachu extreme speed, which is really important. This Pikachu really needs extreme speed with Lightning Ball to actually be able to operate at a high level in the NU tier, usually having something like Fake Out, Volt Tackle, extreme speed, and then either Volt Switch or some sort of other coverage move, maybe even possibly Grass Knot. This is actually a huge reason that I keep a fair amount of BP just in case of emergencies, whether I need a Pokemon to learn a BP move or I have a teammate who needs a Pokemon to learn a BP move. There have been times where teammates of mine have needed a really big, PvP BP move, but they didn't have the BP to do it, and a tournament was coming up. So being able to have that BP to help out your friends is also really nice. You can also charge them for it, obviously, and make a nice little profit on it. Now, there's also this shop, which has a bunch of the breeding items and other little vitamins and such. The breeding items, if you do breeding for profit, the breeding items are actually probably the best item in terms of Pokeyen to buy for profit. However, it's only really good if you actually breed for profit. They're untradeable, so you can't like go buy them and then sell them on the GTL for 10k. If you're just trying to buy something to sell it on the GTL with your BP, I recommend something like the choice items, something like Eviolites, Assault Gear, Toxic Orb. What's the best item to actually buy with BP changes constantly depending on the market and obviously how many people are buying what items, but these are probably your most important items when it comes to actually buying stuff with BP. These are some of the most important PvP items in the entire game, and they only come into the game through BP. Now let's talk about how to actually earn BP. One of the main ways you can earn BP via PVM is doing the Battle Frontier. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the only actually cooperative PVM activities in PokeMMO. You can come to the Battle Frontier, battle a bunch of high-level, pretty difficult NPCs, whether by yourself or with a friend, which is really interesting. Or you can go do Elite Four reruns. Every time you defeat the Elite Four champion, you will get around 34 or 3,500 BP, if I'm not mistaken. That's why you end up with BP. Pretty much every single player has BP because you do get 3,500 BP even through your first Elite Four victory. So if you defeat all 5 regions and beat all of the Elite Fours, you should end up with 3,500 times 5 BP, so around 17,000 BP just from that. And usually BP is worth around 10 Pokeyen per 1 BP if you want a calculation, but that's kind of, once again, fluid depending on the market. But it's a good average to keep in mind. And you also get BP from PvP. This is why a lot of PvP players end up with a fair amount of BP. You get them from these little matchmaking rewards here, and you do get a small amount of BP just from wins in PvP, if I'm not mistaken. Not the best PvP player in the world, but I hold my own. I do all right. 20-7 season there, not too shabby. Now, I do want to quickly and importantly say, if you are trying to farm BP just to go get like a choice band or an item because you think you need it that way, don't do that. I really recommend not doing that. If you want to do it for fun, or maybe you're an Iron Man account, maybe you're a self-sufficient account, like maybe you don't allow yourself to buy things on the GTL, that's fine. Otherwise, just going and doing any other money-making method in the entire game, literally anyone at all, and then going to go buy the item, choice band, choice specs, choice scarf, whatever, that's going to save you a lot more time and a lot more energy than going to go earn the BP yourself. Earning BP is not a good money-making method. Earning BP is it's just a secondary currency that sort of passively stacks up through doing other activities within the game. You do also get BP from defeating the Red Refight over in Johto, so there's just specific little PVM challenges and general PvP that earns you BP. The Battle Frontier is generally the spot you want to go to if you have access to it over in Hoenn, which most people hopefully do / should. If you don't, you should try to get access to it. And then if you don't have access to that, you can actually head over to Unova. There is another BP shop in Unova if you head over to, I believe, Nimbasa City, and then head inside the little train station right here. And then head, I believe, one south or one or two stores. So let's check here. I think there is a BP shop right here as well that is kind of underknown about or under talked about. So you could turn your BP in for some prizes. Mostly the same stores here. The tutoring Pokemon thing, the main items, and then this is vitamin stuff. So you don't have the secret base stuff here if you're looking for that specifically. But if you're trying to deck out your secret base, you probably have Hoenn complete and unlocked. That should be it. Just a quick little guide. BP is pretty simple in PokeMMO, but it's also really unintuitive, so I get how it's jarring for new players to learn about. Hopefully this guide was helpful. If it was, make sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video quickly. That means the world to me. Dislike if it wasn't helpful. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams. Discord down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, if little videos and guides like this are helpful to you as a new player, make sure to go above and beyond if you can afford it. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo really do help out the channel. Only ever do so if you can afford it and if you spend enough time watching my channel to warrant it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and everyone on this list means even more to me for helping support the channel every single day. Thanks so much.